Hey friends, Kim and I are traveling. We are in Bryson City, North Carolina, here to see Kim's grandmother. We are going to take you on an adventure. She lives up on top of a mountain, and this 92-year-old wonderful woman drives up and down this mountain all the time on her own, and you're going to see what this road looks like as I drive and Kim holds the camera. Are you ready? Let's do this.
Destination is on your left.
Okay, up on top of this mountain is Maddie's home. Cabin Road, oh my God.
In 900 feet, the destination is on your left.
Oh, that's
203 Cabin Road.
It's bumpy.
Oh my God.
And there's a glare.
Okay, all right.
And I hope no one's coming down the hill.
Oh, wow. Look at that drop off. No, don't, just keep going straight. This is good. Wow, it's wiped out because of the rain. Come on, Prius.
You know what? It's still better than the last one she lived in.
Oh, Lord, I'm glad we got a full charge on this battery. What do you do if somebody's coming down and you're going up? There's no place to go.
Back up slowly.
All right, I'm not sure which way. This way, left, right? Left, let's go left.
Yes.
Where's, okay.
Keep going
right.
up. Up the hill.
Oh my God.
The destination is on your left. 203 Cabin Road.
But it's not. It's actually on
Arrived
your
at
right,
Maddie's
remember?
home.
Oh, right.
Remember, that's Susan's.
That's Susan's. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Yes, so keep going up. 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 Up.
We made it!
No, this is
Nope.
Susan's.
Oh. No, this is Susan's. Oh, oh
Up.
my God. Are you kidding me? Ah!
And here's Maddie's little cabin.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, we made it to the top. This is Maddie's cabin, and we are going to go have a nice visit. You guys have a great day.
Our next quilt on the bed today is also from Deborah Dale, and it's applique daffodil blocks that are set in circles. The daffodil is a slightly different fabric than the background, but it does tend to blend into a lot of the quilt. The quilting is very free-form. There is some cross-hatching and some spider web-like designs, but in some parts of the quilt make it very hard to distinguish one design from the next. Our ninth quilt on the bed today is from Jackie, and she calls this one fit to be tied, since it is a tied quilt. It is a hand-pieced 8-pointed star that, doing our research on this one, we found it's called the Star of Texas pattern. Sheeting was used for the sashing and the backing. And I asked her yesterday how she knew her granny didn't make it. And she said typically her grandmother always used Baptist fans to quilt with and did not use colors of that sort. Our next quilt on the bed is also from Jackie, and she calls this Jeff City Lawyer quilt. It is a 9-patch quilt on point with alternating striped squares. All blocks have initials in them, probably those who have made the blocks. It is hand quilted in a triple stitch diagonal across. So if you look, you can especially tell on the backing of the quilt, there are 3 rows of stitching very close together. Then a space of about a finger's width, and then 3 rows of stitching really close together. Then that same space of a finger's width. And that continues across the entirety of the quilt. The backing is turned to the front for a very narrow binding. It was purchased at a quilt lot in a Jefferson City, Tennessee estate sale where Jackie found 9 quilts for $100.
Ooh.
This is our other umbrella suit quilt, and this is will show the distinction between an umbrella suit and a sunbonnet suit specifically. The parasol girl or umbrella suit typically has embroidery that distinguishes her neck and her arms, where a sunbonnet suit will never show her body. An umbrella girl or a parasol girl will almost always show the neck and the arms. All appear to face the right. It has a white background to the blocks with a blue sashing, white thread for applique. There is minimal quilting just around each of the outline of each of the girls and the blocks. The backing was turned to the front for a binding. We also noticed earlier that most of the umbrellas have the black knot on the top of the umbrella. Not all of them do, however. Next on the bed is from Levi Henson, and it's embroidered blocks for a child's quilt. Each block features an animal or child's toy in bright colors. It has a yellow background to the blocks with bright green sashing. There is minimal quilting around the squares. The backing was turned to the front and machine stitched with a zigzag for a binding. She said this was made for my son as a baby quilt by his grandmother. As they're folding that one, we did have a Dresden plate quilt on the bed, but it was purchased earlier and has been taken already. Our next quilt comes to us from Amy Jo Butler of Waynesville, and it's a double wedding ring, 1 and 2 on the bed. The arcs are in various prints with the same green and pink as the 4 patches where the arcs come together. It is quilted 1/2 inch in from the seams throughout the rings, with a flower design in the background and a cable in the outer border. It has no batting, so it would be considered a summer quilt, and a very narrow applied binding. Amy Jo writes that her grandmother Smith was a beloved member of the Kentucky hillside community of Soldier, Kentucky. She was most likely involved in the making of this pretty quilt, which was then handed down to my mother-in-law and now to me, the 3rd generation. At my mother-in-law's home, it was proudly hung on a quilt rack on the wall, away from the sunlight and the fireplace aromas. Next quilt was also for sale but has been purchased, and it's from Pat White of Canton, and it's an Irish chain baby quilt with a single blueprint in the blocks and a coordinating solid blue for the border and the binding. This is a very unusual quilt to be an antique because most baby quilts never make it to antique status. It is mostly stitched in diagonal rows for the quilting. However, the outer bands of the chain blocks have 2 parallel lines in each of those rectangles.
Did you go to school? No, my husband did. I did. I went to Clyde. I was from Clyde. But he was from Cruso.
This was his school.
My husband went to
Wow.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. How are you?
Staying out of trouble.
Staying out of trouble? Oh, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, what can I do? I mean, I'd be on mine. Those are mine.
These are your, oh!
There's 2 of them, and matching pillowcases. I'm trying to sell them to raise money for, well, Cruso, yes, but for the cat rescue in Bryson City.
Oh, the cat rescue, sure.
And they fit. And she did the embroidery on her machine, and together we did the hand stitched embroidery. I put everything together, and I chose the fabrics and put it all together. That's a lot of fun to work on.
Oh.
Like, look at this one. Isn't this one covered with the quilted ornaments on the quilted tree?
It's beautiful. What's I really got? What? What? Oh, Maddie did this one too? Of course.
Of course.
Okay, Maddie and Susan, so we're here at the quilt show, and Susan, your quilt is over your shoulder, and Maddie, yours is over yours. Tell me about your quilt.
Quilt comes from Michigan,
Okay.
Evans Lake.
Evans Lake, Michigan.
Evans Lake.
Okay.
And we used to go down to the dam to watch the swans.
And you went down. Okay, that's the swan connection. I'll show you guys the swans. Look at that. All four corners. Okay, your turn. Tell me about your quilt.
My quilt was made at a workshop by the designer Jekyll and DeJean, although I went home and probably spent 2 months on it. So it was a work in progress over a long period of time.
Oh, it's absolutely striking. I love the colors. And the theme this year was?
Circles, something to do.
Things that go round.
Things that go round. So my quilt could have been an entry in their challenge. Oh.
Oh, congratulations, ladies. That looks wonderful. Thank you.
During COVID, they had their services outside, all over that parking lot. Very noisy. Not objectionable noise, it's just very noisy. It is spring. They have a lot of daffodils and a lot of tulips. And after that, it's just the end of the line. Outside of those daylilies.
We will see you in the morning. Oh, he's filming again.
Of course I'm filming. All right, night-night.
Night. See you in the morning.
I love it. See you for coffee.
Bye.
Ooh, look at the bats and the moon. There is a garden hose that is not a snake.
Oh no, I heard it here now.
Well, we are on a mountain. Could be anything, right?